Hello, familia. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because, oh my God, I'm there daily. Of course, welcome back to all my oldies but goodies. You guys, I'm bald because I don't have my brows on. So, Benefit just released more of their Gimme brow line. And these are volumizing fiber pencils. I'm like, wait, what? So I am very intrigued by this. Let's talk about brows first. These are how my brows look naturally. They're very sparse, they're very light. I literally plucked 2 hairs out and now I have a huge spot. Don't pluck any hairs. If they're misplaced, they're meant to be there because you're gonna be looking like this. And I'm like, wow, I have a big spot. Anywho's, this is how my brows look. They're very fine haired, they're very sparse. So I can't really go too heavy with product because it can just take over my brows and they'll look super dark, squared real quick. So I have to be very specific on how these brows get done. And you see they're short. I like to make them a little bit longer. I love to have that laminated look. You guys know, how I love my brows. I literally just did a brow tutorial. They got to be glue brown edges like maybe 4 videos ago. Oh, love that thing. Okay, so this is how the pencil looks. It has a spoolie, which is nice, and this is the shade. I got 2 shades, 4.5 right there. I kind of like that because you can't miss it. And then I have the shade 5 right there. Let's see, here's shade 5. Oh, okay, pigment. And here's 4.5. Oh, dang, it just broke. This is 4.5. This is 5. I'm kind of liking 5. It has more of the neutral undertone. This one's a little too warm. Let me make thicker lines. Here's 4.5. Oh no. Actually 4.5 and 5, they're not far off, right? I feel like 4.5 is a little more neutral. Is it? That's the neutral one, right? Yeah, neutral deep brown. So let's try 4.5. Because this is a fiber, I want to see how it just works on bare brows. The way I like to start my brows is getting a paper towel and getting rid of any sunscreen, moisturizer, anything I have on the brows so we can work directly with the brow hairs. I usually put a gel first, but let's try it before and see how we like it. So let's comb this up and see what we're working with. You see those bald spots I have there? I'll sharpen it. Broke when I swatched it because I'm so heavy-handed. With the light hand, I'm gonna hold the pencil at the end so I put the least amount of pressure and I'm just going to start going up with the brows. It's pigmented. I do feel like the powdery sort of feel. Doesn't glide like your typical pencil. So those fibers, you definitely feel it. It's pigmented. I'm going so lightly and a brow's on. Dang, this is quick. I'm gonna get here. This is where it gets tricky, but just again going up. I'm following the shape of how my brow is. I'm just making it a tad bit longer here. I kind of like how it's blending itself in. Like I feel like I don't need to really use the spoolie because okay, brow, but we will. Definitely gonna need a gel. Oh well, maybe not. Let's see. Let's kind of comb them up. Let's get these bald spots I was talking about. Okay. Very quick brow for sure. Very easy. Definitely think I would prefer this over a traditional pencil because it is giving you that fiber. It's sort of natural looking. You can go darker if you want. See, let's go darker. And I turn off the light so you're able to see different lighting and just how the brow looks because lighting can like make things look worse or better. Dang, I kind of like this little thing. I feel like I do need a gel though. You see those hairs are like coming down? Brows naturally just fall. They don't like sit up, So, okay. Let's kind of go with a little bit of gel. I'm going with my Got To Be glue, getting just very little. Because I don't want to put a lot on just because this is like a fibery sort of situation. I just want to brush a few of the hairs up. But okay, cool. Should we put a little bit of gel first and then go over with the fiber and see what we get? Yeah, you know what? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's use shade 5 so we can see the difference in shade. What I'm gonna do is apply this brow on and then give you all the info about this product. The new Benefit Cosmetics Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Eyebrow Pencil retails for $24. I am in the shade 4.5 Neutral Deep Brown, 5 Warm Black Brown. This comes in 15 shades. This is the first of its kind volumizing brow pencil that combines fiber and powder to build visible depth, dimension, and lightweight volume. The highlighted ingredients is silk cotton tree fibers that helps to visibly volumize, fill, and define brows. Blended powder particles that create soft, natural-looking depth and fullness and a beautiful powder finish. Purchase mine at Sephora. The pencil's 0.42 ounces. Okay. I kind of like this shade a little bit better. It's a little bit darker, but there's a but. This pencil doesn't really glide nicely on top of some sort of gel. It doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna take it off because I just want to show you how it looks, but it's definitely not my favorite because I found that some spots kind of got stuck. You see that? Versus here, it just looks really smooth, which is cool. You know, it happens. That's why we're here trying the product out for the first time. I like this. It's fast. It's very pigmented, but not too pigmented where you're like, whoa, brows is just too much. And that fiber softens the look up. That's what I'm getting. Okay, cool. When I saw this, I was like, huh? How's that gonna work? But you know we make stuff work here. But it actually, we didn't make it work. It works well on its own. Brows are a little not even, but we're gonna even them out. Let's get some concealer. I like to use this L'Oreal concealer in Oatmeal. It's like 3 shades lighter, but it gives me a nice highlighted brow bone. Get a thin concealer brush, very thin. Saturate product on both sides so it can become even thinner. Tilt your head back. We're gonna clean the bottom. You wanna get it close to the product, but don't touch the concealer with the brow product you put because it'll look funky, it'll turn gray. So I'm just going around. I'm like curving this brow because I want my brow to be round at the bottom and then arched at the top. And then we're not gonna mess with the top. I'm gonna get a brush and just blend this out. Again, tilting my head back so we can see what we're working with. This really helps you see where you can stop with the concealer. Okay, let's see. Let's turn these lights off. Shade 5 is definitely a little bit on the darker side. Let me blend this out because it looks a little funky. But I like this brow better. I like the color here. The shade is better here, right? I don't know. This one, let me get a little bit darker here. Oh, girl, this thing's like flaking. Let me leave these things alone. I definitely like the spoolie. It's nice and stiff. Kind of just combs through these nicely. All right, it is 10:35. I'm gonna do an all-day wear test. I do have oily skin. Brows tend to fade throughout the day because the oils mix in. So we need to see if the brows are gonna last. So I'm just gonna finish up the face and then I'll be back. Brows looking so good. I don't know, they look fluffy. They look sort of, I mean, you know, as natural as we can get them. You see, like, this is a good brow. And then here, like, she's a little on the struggle bus. Oh, wait, no. This is the good brow. Well, no, now this is the, okay. This brow got better. The one we put the gel first and then the pencil, right? I think just body warmed everything up. Here, it doesn't look as neat. It looks fluffy. It looks more on the natural side. Not as like structured as this one, right? And I just like this whole vibe of very pigmented, kind of went really quick. You'll get your brows done fairly quickly. We have something here, but we have to see how things work out all day because, you know, we're not trying to look gastadas or not have brows. A lot of times, like, the inner corner kind of disappears. Oh, you know what I'm noticing too is that it keeps breaking and flaking on me. I just kind of flicked it, and then because it has that fiber powder, it does kind of like flake down onto your skin like a powder would, like an eyeshadow would. And let me show you here a before and after on like what difference these brows make. Before, you see, like, the vision isn't there, you know, and after they look nice and fluffy. That's what I really like. This fiber pencil is giving us that fiber-esque look along with the fluffiness. You know what I'm saying? Of course, let's go in front of the window so you can see how the brows look in daylight, and I'll see you later. Hey fam. Okay, this is 4.5, the one we did first. You see, it looks a little, it doesn't look as nice now, huh? Doesn't look as seamless as I personally would like it. But here, number 5. You know how we didn't like it at the beginning? This one looks really good. The color, this is 5, this is 4.5. There isn't much of a difference, and I'm liking this brow better. She's a good brow, you know? But let me know, what do you think? In daylight, they look good. Hola familia, I'm back. It is 9:30. These oils, you know, they're screaming. Eyebrows are on. Of course, before we get started, I do want to show you how the brows were looking in straight up daylight at around 5 o'clock. They were looking pretty good. I didn't feel like they were coming off or they were close to coming off. They look very similar to how we started off with. Let me turn off the light so you can see. You can see how my oils are aggressive. They can easily just transfer onto their brows. It probably would do it like in the next couple hours, but for the most part, brows are on. It did pass the oily girl wear test. Let's talk about these. Do I like these? Yes, I do. I think the product is very different. This whole powder and a pencil, I kind of like that idea. I don't really go for pencils by themselves now just because I find that they're just too waxy and I personally just don't like them. It's not that they're bad, it's just personal preference, but these have this powder situation that goes on the brows, very fiber-esque powder. Or powder fiber-esque, just like what the description says. So I really like that. But is this something I feel like I would buy again or like extraordinary? Not really, because this broke easily. You're gonna have to sharpen it a lot. Still need some sort of brow gel to gel your eyebrows up. I initially thought this was gonna kind of do everything for us because of that fiber aspect, but then I reread the description and it doesn't say that, and then we also saw that my brows were kind of coming down. I think the idea is great. It's very different and it does do what it's supposed to. So let's just look at these brows and just, they're not coming off, so that's nice. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know your thoughts on this. Have you seen this around? Are you gonna try it out? Have you tried Benefit brow products? I mean, Benefit does brows very well. I definitely had high expectations and they did reach those expectations because look at our brows 10 hours later on oily skin. Like, do we look gastada? Heck no, we look well put together. A little bit oily, but you know, it's okay. But yeah, this is it. Of course, let me know your thoughts. You guys know we're always chit-chatting in the comments, and I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.